Good morning, AIS. Today is March 28th. It's a Wednesday with only 2 days left before spring break, and these are your morning announcements. Are you interested in finding out more about other countries? Do you want to show off your country pride? Well, on Wednesday, April 11th from 1 until 5 p.m., there will booths set up around the courtyard representing the nationalities of the many people in our school. Come by to hear about other people's heritage, see their dances, and buy their food.
Wait! No. I'm overdue. I'm really in a stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As of lunchtime yesterday, there were 227 tardies logged of the high school students. Therefore, we have surpassed the goal of 200 tardies within the week, not even before the end of the week. When we return from spring break, food will no longer be offered in between classes. That means no more pizza, and food will only be sold at the beginning of school during the advisory period and during lunch.
Hey there! Welcome to Life Noggin. As with many mental illnesses, bipolar disorder isn't generally understood by the public. 1 in 25 Americans live with bipolar disorder, and it may be thought of as just severe mood swings or even something that's, quote, all in their head, but it's not. This condition should be taken seriously, and it's often not treated that way. So, let's learn a little bit more about bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder, also known as manic depressive illness, is a condition that manifests in the brain and is defined by episodes of extreme mania and depression. During a manic episode, someone with bipolar disorder typically has lots of energy, makes risky decisions, feels euphoric, and is very productive. Then during a depressive episode, they feel depressed, constantly worried, and often think of death or suicide. The condition can also be accompanied by psychosis, which is a break from reality when someone may think they're famous, crazy rich, or have superpowers. These manic and depressive episodes typically last a few weeks, but can be shorter-lived. As one woman put it, one day she can't get out of bed and has to miss work, then the next day she's loving life, up for 24 hours and spending money she doesn't have. This condition can affect everything from your career, to friendships, to relationships, and even financial stability. As with any mental illness, there isn't one known cause of bipolar disorder, but trauma, extreme stress, and drug and alcohol problems can increase your risk of developing the condition. Genes also play a part. While most people with a family history don't develop the illness, 80 to 90% of people with bipolar disorder have a relative with either the disorder or depression. For people who do live with the disorder, there's a lot going on in their brains that's different from another person. They have abnormalities and imbalances in their neurotransmitter system that scientists believe contribute to the condition. Neurotransmitters are chemicals responsible for controlling the brain's emotions and functions. It's been thought for a while that these imbalances were probably the main biological cause of bipolar disorder, but recent advances have acknowledged that there are more parts in play, different brain pathways, neuroplasticity, and varying levels of cellular resilience. Scientists have also found that people with bipolar disorder have reduced gray matter in various parts of their brain. Many parts of their cortices are also thinner than a healthier person's. It's known that stress directly causes the degeneration of neurons, so it's thought that this degeneration could contribute to these reductions. We are getting there, but there's definitely a lot more to learn about bipolar disorder. While this condition has negatively impacted people's lives, there is hope. If you think that you may have bipolar disorder, it's important to seek professional help. Since many people with bipolar disorder only reach out for help when they're going through a depressive episode, be sure to tell your doctor about manic episodes too, to make sure you get a proper diagnosis. For free resources to learn more about bipolar disorder or to find help, check out the links in the description. So are there any other mental illnesses that you want me to cover? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you check out our video on depression. The activities that used to make them happy don't anymore. They may feel hopeless and exhausted, have trouble sleeping, lose their appetite, or have a decreased libido. It can be hard for them to get through the day or complete routine tasks. As always, my name is Blocko. This has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.
The elementary walkathon is taking place this Thursday. While you may not be able to participate in the actual walkathon itself, you can pay 30 LE to your advisory teacher on Thursday, and you can dress down. This year's speaking event, named Speak Up, is going to be taking place the 16th of April from 4 until 6 p.m. The event will showcase inspirational and eye-opening speeches by your fellow classmates. Come show your support and buy tickets from multiple students that can be listed in the student bulletin. This year's Arts Fest will begin April 15th and will last all week with a multitude of activities, both for film festivals, drama, music, and many other art activities. Speaking of art, opening today is our IB Grade 12 art exhibit. They have worked tirelessly for the last 2 years to prepare these pieces of work and have worked even more tirelessly in the last week to prepare this space. So be sure to check it out either with your teacher today at the end of the day or after school and support these young artists. Last night, my wife and I were sitting around the dinner table talking about our days. My wife was discussing how her students were actively engaged in her PE activity. And then all of a sudden they started acting up. And she told me the story of how she sat down with her students and said, I cannot wait for spring break. And I can see it in my mind. I see the picture. I feel the toes in my sand. I feel that nice beach breeze. And I can absolutely 100% see it. But when you start acting up, that vision starts going blurry. And I'm starting to lose it. And I can't see myself on that beach. I can't feel the sand between my toes. So many of you right now have that vision. You can see spring break. You see Guna. You see Spain. You see all these wonderful places that you may be going to. Some of you are even seeing the stage of graduation. However, keep in mind the story from my wife. That image starts going blurry. It goes blurry for your teachers. It goes blurry for you. It goes blurry for us. So before you make a decision or before you act upon something, look at that picture. Make sure it's still crystal clear and you can see yourself on the beach. You can see yourself in that country. You can see yourself walking across that stage. Otherwise, if that vision starts going blurry, that's a bad sign. I hope you have a wonderful day, AIS, and as always, be kind to one another.